Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, oh, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah.
Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too.
Salutations to folks. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you with another special presentation. Demetre, do me a favor, turn down your volume. I'm hearing an echo of myself. While he's doing that, moving full speed ahead, getting to know some very interesting people, some very beautiful people, as you can see, some very talented people, some very just intelligent and gorgeous people. Having said that, I have someone that you need to meet. This young man classifies himself and is an artist. I see that he is also a cartoonist, a dancer, an actor, a foodie, and a creative overall. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to Demetre Durham.
Hi, thank you. That was an amazing introduction. Thank you.
Oh, please, we don't play over here.
I appreciate it.
Today? How are
What'd
you?
you say? Oh, I'm doing amazing. Thank you. Thank you. It's my first day of like rest. I get a day off, so I'm so happy to be having this on today. So yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that it's your day off. You have to forgive me. I'm such a perfectionist. I don't like extra sounds feeding into my productions. So I had to cut off my central air. And it is hot as Jesus's balls over here. But I needed to not have my sound interrupted. So now I'm back to using my church fan. So if you see me every now and then, I'm just fanning my, my ensemble so that she just stays beautiful.
Gotcha. Perfect.
It's a process. It's a process. So tell us. So, okay, it's your day off. What do you usually do on your day off?
Self-care, honestly. Like I'm a big TV person. So I'll sit on the couch and watch TV. Eat my snacks, definitely go to the gym. I go to the gym like earlier, then I'll just kind of come back, relax, and just put my phone to the side, put my phone on, do not disturb for a little while, and just watch my TV shows, catch up, and just relax. Because you have to. I have a thing like, well, a lot of people we have like an off day, and then we're like, oh, there's space on the calendar. I can just put something in there. But that doesn't mean that. You have to also rejuvenate yourself because you can get burned out, especially doing all this stuff,
Yeah. You saw me. I'm like,
yes.
I'm off tomorrow. So that's why I'm like, okay. So I had one before you and then he double booked. So he asked me and I'm just going to admit this. He asked me, do you still want to do it? And like you said, self-care. I said, no, I'll book you another day.
Yeah.
So then I moved you up. And you're my only interview of today. So
perfect. Well, you look great.
Thank you. Thank you. Self-care, honey. I'm taking care of myself. So tell me about, so you looking at me, I'm looking at you. This is like our first real introduction talking to each other.
Yes, it is.
We've spoken in the DMs, but we're actually fairly new to each other. And I want them to know that because I want them to understand that I'm getting to know you just as they're getting to know you.
Right.
So I want to know, so you know what my next question is. This hair, okay, who's Brazilian in your family? Like, what's going on here?
So, I haven't been to Brazil yet, but I'm going. But my mother's side is actually Puerto Rican. She got Puerto Rican and Black.
Okay.
And then my father's is Black. Yeah, everybody has a little Native American in them, but Black, I was Black and Puerto Rican. So, but I was raised Black. I wasn't raised to
no Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, no, I wasn't raised to like a lot of Puerto Rican heritage, which I'm regretting now. Like me and my mom and I actually actively trying to explore that more and meet more family members, like stuff like that. So yeah, so I was raised Black, but so I consider myself Black. But I got a little bit of spice in there somewhere.
You know what? It's so crazy to hear that. So like when you say you were raised Black, what do you mean?
Yes, and I get that a lot. When I was raised Black. I was raised like a Black household. We, didn't speak Spanish. It wasn't like not really a lot of Puerto Rican influence there. It was just Black culture, and that's literally what I
Okay.
love. So
Okay, so like
yeah,
no papaya, and I mean not papaya. What's the dish? Paella. No paella.
not until I got older. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. So, but I love it now. Everything that I do now, like I'm meeting. I did like my 23andMe, and we do the ancestry thing. I'm meeting cousins and stuff like that, and it's crazy because it's just like a whole different world that I've never explored, and I'm super excited about that. So yeah,
and what I love about it is it's your world too.
yeah,
It's
exactly,
it's
exactly. I
by
feel like, and it's funny. I didn't feel like I belonged at first because the first thing people ask you, "Oh, you're Puerto Rican. You speak Spanish?" And I'm just like, no. And actually in New York, originally from New York, by the way, a lot of Puerto Ricans don't speak Spanish. Like some can, some do, but so when I got older, I kind of felt a little better about it because I met others, that are in the same boat as me. So, but I'm in LA now, so I feel like in LA you have to kind of know some Spanish. So, so yeah.
yeah. So like you said, you started in Brooklyn, then you went to Nashville. What happened in Nashville?
Yes. So my parents are both military, both Army branch, and they were stationed down south to Fort Campbell. And I ended up finishing high school there, and then going to college because it was like in-state tuition. So did that, and then I went to college for MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University. It's the biggest school in Tennessee. And yeah, after that I left. I came to LA. I was like, you know what? I need more. I started dancing. I didn't start dancing until college, by the way. So I started dancing, and it started taking me places. I loved it. And I'm like, you know what? My lease is up. I'm done with school. Why not just move? So everybody's moving to Atlanta because right, it's like 2 hours from Nashville, 2.5. But I was like, I'm gonna skip the middleman. I'm gonna just go straight to LA. And I did, and it's been like 5, almost 6 years that I've been out here. So
Wow. So we have to take a moment of silence for that because young, gifted, and Black in LA, and he can afford to stay there.
right, it wasn't easy.
That's what I want them to know. It's not easy, but it is possible.
Oh yeah.
Tell me, what did you major in school?
Mass communications with a concentration of digital animation. So yeah, I wanted to go. When I first got to college, like a lot of people, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do art because I've been drawing since I was 3, right?
Okay.
So but graphic design, everybody's like, oh, graphic design was a major. But I mean, no shades to the graphic designers, but you can learn that. You can learn that by yourself. I don't need college for that. So I wanted to change it. And I was like, I want to make my own cartoon. I've always wanted to have my own cartoon since I was little. So I was like, why not why not learn how to animate, right? But my university didn't really have that many classes for animation. So that's why it's called a concentration animation. I took like maybe 2 or 3 animation classes, but a lot of my stuff is self-taught, honestly. So
you know what? Then, baby, you are Black.
listen, you got
because get this, like I was saying this yesterday in an interview. I was interviewing Cheryl Rich. She's a star on The House. It's the show on Fox Soul.
Yes.
And we were talking about Black talent being organic. Like there are things that we do there. Like I'm a singer, so there are notes that I sing and different techniques that I employ when I sing that I've had opera singers at Met say, I've been studying 4 years to do what you're doing with the inflection and the tonation of your voice. And this baby never went anywhere and classically trained anything. I just listened to Whitney and Mariah and Patty and Gladys and Tina and Diana Ross and Josephine Baker and Hit and Grace Jones. Like I was listening to the best, Donna Summer, Cher, like Madonna. Yeah. Okay, and and Beyonce, all right? So and I learned, and it's kind of funny because my range is very wide. I have very low notes and very high notes, but I'm actually a countertenor, which is a mezzo soprano that's actually where I'm most comfortable.
Okay.
And I employ it a lot in my music, but it's so funny because I have a vocal coach, but she's never taught me voice. when I went to her, because I was going to sign with a major label when I was younger, out of New York. And what happens is they said, well, we want to send you a vocal coach. And I was like, okay, well, I've never had vocal training. They said, yeah, and you don't need it. What we're sending you to the vocal coach for is confidence, so that you can stand on stage, breath control, so that you can stand there and deliver your music. They told her, and they even told her, don't touch his voice. Give him the confidence that he needs. And she did that. I took seminars and all kinds of different things at her advisory and kept in touch with her. I met her in 2007 and I interviewed her recently as well. And we've been rocking, and she's like, and the crazy thing about it is, with no real help, my voice just matured and got better and better and better. And I must say, I'll be 40 in September. And when I sing, I sound all of 16. And I sound in a 16-year-old girl, not a 16-year-old boy. So I just said that to bring in that Black people, we pick up. We are a feeling people. We pick up arts and talents and even math and science, very quickly. So it's very good.
Absolutely.
Very good to hear that. So I know we got a little serious right there for a second, but tell me, what is your hair routine? Because I love your hair.
Thank you so much. Today it's a little, I don't do too much to it. But so what I usually do, I don't do too much to it. You have to comb it. I comb it out every day in the shower. I condition it every day though. I do a conditioner every day in the shower, and then I comb it out so it can be like easy to detangle. Because if not, the coils can coil, right? So I do that. My go-to is raw shea butter. Okay. I love raw shea butter, whipped. Most of the time whipped, because the regular shea butter is kind of chunky, and so I like it whipped. I can just smooth it out, put it through my hair. Because Black people, we have it takes a while for us to moisturize. We have to moisturize for sure. Yeah. So I use that for a base, and then I use I'll change up my leave-in conditioners every once in a while. I might throw oil in there. I'm using a new product now from an LGBT company that I just discovered, and I did DragCon.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
Get it. That's the first way I saw you.
Yes. Exactly.
That's how I saw you. Yeah.
Yes. I did that, and they invited me to come and I just model for the weekend. So I did that, and one of these guys was like, "Hey, I need you to have this product," and he just held it up to me. He gave me some co-wash, and I was like, "What is this?" So he told me about it. It was their company, and I was like, This brand is it's a small company, but I love it. So I'm actually gonna make a post for them about it too, because they need to be. I don't know if people know about them, but I don't know. But I'll be using that, and then just a hair cream, and then an oil, what is it? The Jamaican castor oil with the little mango scent, so it can smell good. That's literally what I do. And then if I try a product, because companies do send out products, and it's for me to kind of review and use, I'll try them out. And if I like it, I'll keep using it until it's gone. But I love the basic stuff. I don't want to put too much in there, but the basic stuff is what works. And apparently it makes me the money. So I think it's working out. I did a commercial not too long ago, and I went to the hairstylist. She was like, "I don't need to do anything to your hair. Your hair is fine." And I'm like, "Perfect, cool." Because sometimes they don't know how to do hair. I'm sure you don't say, they don't know how to do that hair.
They don't know how to do it.
They just be like,
"Honey, you have to bring your own."
Oh, exactly.
You have to bring your own.
Exactly.
Yeah, you tell them, no, baby, I got this. And pull her out the bag and put her on.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I do. I fluff it out in the morning. I do sleep. I have a satin pillowcase. You got to make sure you're doing that. I got a little bonnet that I'm wearing. I wasn't doing it at first, but I had to get into the self-care. So sleep in that, and that's it. Fluff it out in the morning, and go about your day. So
you know what? I'm just smiling at you. You're so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Smiling so hard at you. So tell me, DragCon, how'd you get involved?
Lately, the past 2 or 3 years, I've been just getting emails from different people that find me on Instagram, which lets me know I'm doing the right thing. But they reached out. They were like, "Hey, we have a new movie coming out." I was like, "Oh, snap, a new movie, a new acting gig." They was like, "Oh, actually, it already came. It's already done." But I was like, "Oh." But it's okay. But they wanted me to kind of come and model, and just I was kind of like a pit crew. You watch Drag Race,
yeah?
Like a pit crew type of thing. It was 3 of us. We came and we just kind of just modeled and brought people in. Hey, come take photos at this movie booth. It's coming out June 3rd on Hulu. The actors came in, which is great. I did it. It paid pretty well. I got to meet like a lot of drag queens, which I just kind of got into for the past couple of years, and honestly, I got to make
Drag Race. Yeah, with the birth of Drag Race. So everybody's with the birth of Drag Race. Shout out to RuPaul for revolutionizing the world again, mind you.
Exactly. Yeah, because I mean, I didn't start watching until like, I don't know, maybe season. Actually, I did a really audience thing. For Drag Race in like maybe season 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever season Sherry Pie was on. Okay. I did that, and ever since then I was like, this is actually a good show. Like these people are talented, you know. Like I love a good talent show. All right, so the dancing, the making clothes, it's a lot that comes with that. So I love it. I watch it now. I've been watching consistently. I'm watching the All Stars now, so it's good. But yeah, I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet my connections too, because I was meeting like, I met the actors and like the director. I'm like, hey, movie number 2, right here. You know what I mean? So, but no, I had a good time. So that's how I kind of got hooked up just by chance, you know. So yeah.
So get this. You're a serious actor.
Yes, and I'm getting more serious as we speak. So yes.
So you've already got one movie under your belt.
I've done well, not that's not done yet, but hopefully they follow through. They say it, but I've done like some stuff on. I had like a small scene on Insecure.
Okay.
I think season 2 is what it was. That's when I first moved out here. I have like a little mini series on Amazon Prime that's right now about dancers.
Yeah.
It's about dancers being exploited in the community, in the industry, which is definitely needs to be shined upon because it happens.
Yeah.
And I've got a few things on IMDb that I've done. Smaller things, but small but mighty. You know what I'm saying? So
that's how you begin. That's how you begin.
Yes. But yeah. So I mean, I'm working on it. Just now, I do acting classes. I just started back with that. Well, I'm about to start back. I didn't do it. I was doing it before the pandemic. Of course, everything shut down.
Yeah, everything shut down.
Yeah. So a lot of auditions are like this on camera, which is a whole different technique than it is in person, so learning that. But no, I'm definitely jumping in. I'm ready to be on somebody's HBO show. I'm ready to be on somebody's Marvel movie. Black Panther. Yeah, I need to be on there, so I'm just ready. So yeah, I'm working hard on that. I got a new manager like this week, actually.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. He believes in me a lot, and I'm super excited about that. So be looking out. I'll keep you updated.
Yes, please keep me updated. So tell me, with you being in Hollywood, Hollywood has a tendency when they represent Black people to represent the stereotypical looks and identities of Black people. You are not that. Yeah. So what I want to find out from you is, are you willing to cut that hair for a role?
Honestly, not right now.
Thank you. No. Okay. No. Don't let them do it to you. That's where I was going. Don't let them do it to you, because usually they want it. Oh no, we need you to traditional fade. How they represent Black people. They swear that we can only be represented one way until we do stuff like this, and it's magic. And it's pure magic. And then they go, oh, and then they use it for their Caucasian actresses.
Exactly. That's a whole other story, and I don't have time for that. No, the hair is not going anywhere. This hair has been a part of me for like a couple years. I wasn't raised with long hair. I used to, when I was 1, I got my first haircut. Oh. So I had like the box fade, I had like the little designs, and, up until college, and I decided to grow my hair out. And I was like, you know what, let me just try it out. I've been through my experiences on how to take care of it. And like, we don't have a lot of men that have long hair and do those things right now, which is why I'm trying to do that a little bit, so
if it's not dreaded, then
exactly.
It's got to be dreaded right now. And shout out to the dreadheads, because I love them. But I like, that was one of the things. Like, you have a picture, and I am so torn because I usually select photos from the Instagrams as a thumbnail, and usually I show my men with no shirt off, et cetera, get everybody involved. And I have a picture of you like that. But this one keeps captivating my soul.
That was last week. That was what, last week? Actually,
this one is captivating my whole soul. So that'll probably be your thumbnail, because I just love that picture. I just love how beautiful you are.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
So beautiful. So tell me, okay, so in Hollywood, you're doing the acting thing. Have you met any this is a crazy question because it's Hollywood, and Hollywood is only 2 streets. So have you encountered any of your, I don't want to say idols, but people you look up to?
Yes, actually. And then some people that I've met and then I ended up looking up to them later. Like, honestly, you know, I'm already rooting for anybody black. So when I see that, right?
You're a mess. You said it. You said it right out.
Listen, when I see them here, I'm like, oh, you're in this space and you're like existing and you're thriving. Like, that's amazing. Because, you know, I mean, I count New York as home, but I also count Nashville as home a little bit. Like, they're not doing that there. They're just like, you know, this is not what I see when I see Hollywood.
Yeah.
But now that I live here, there's a lot of black people that are doing things here, and I appreciate it. It's not easy, you know what I mean? So we created a space here for us. Now we're still fighting for things, of course, which I feel like we always gonna be fighting for it. But I appreciate it. Like Issa Rae, when I did that show, I met her. It was a small scene, but still, like it was the episode. I forgot I think it's season 2, the finale, but because I'm in one scene. However, they keep replaying the scene from different people's perspective. So I'm through the whole episode. So like you see it from her perspective. So I'm there the whole time. I'm still getting like video clips like, Demetre, this is you on here. I'm like, yes, that was like 3-4 years ago. But yeah, so Issa Rae, who else? The first person I met out here when I moved was Megan Good.
Oh, I love Megan.
Yeah, she gave me like some words of encouragement. Like the first time she didn't even know me, and I was like, she's like, I feel the energy, and this is what I'm getting from you. And it's funny because I run into her like often, and she's like I just want to check in on how's everything going with your career. Like, she's amazing. Like I had no idea.
People care. Our black people care.
They do.
You're next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next, and they see that, and it's like, oh no, baby, we want to make sure you get out here because not one of us needs to fade. Yeah. Not one. We need every single place that we can occupy in this territory. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's like I just wasn't expecting that, you know. I didn't think she wouldn't do that. I just like, she's an actress on TV. Like I don't you know, but when you meet her in person, like, oh, not just her, there's other people too. Like, you know, I've met like Keisha Cole. Like, so I live in an area where there's like a lot of artists and dancers and actors. So you can go to the grocery store and see like, you know, Samuel L. Jackson or like I saw Megan Thee Stallion in Target. Keisha Cole, I see in like Rouse. Like you see him at different places. Kyla Pratt almost ran me over when I was crossing the street.
No, you said it too. You're like,
all right.
She's trying to kill
me. She wasn't paying attention, but it's okay. It's all right. You know, I made it. It wasn't my time to go, but it was okay. But I went. You know, so you see a lot of people, and I don't know, like when they're black, like I root for, when we go to events, like, and now I'm going to a lot of influencer events, right? Yes. There's not a lot of people that look like me. I can count on one hand, right? So when you see them, you're like, oh, hey, let me come speak to you. Like, how you doing? You know, and we connect like that. So I think it's been a really, really good experience for me being black out here. So,
you know what? I'm so glad you said this and you went this way, because yesterday I spoke to an executive producer of the hit show, The House, and it's season 2, and she's executive producer. And she talked about, and we basically were saying, you know, black people are out here. You may not always see them out front, but there are loads of black people in Hollywood doing things, making money, like that are responsible for putting things together, you know, and doing these different things and helping other people's careers. She said that to me, and she was like, yeah, like she had been out there 26 years in Hollywood doing what she was doing. And she says she enjoyed being behind the scenes, because she said that was kind of how she got ushered in, and she wanted to be like the top dogs behind the scenes. And then she said somebody threw her a bone and said, oh no, honey, this is your show. You pushed it. You got to sit in the chair now.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? And they were like, no, we want you in the chair on the show you're producing that you kept bringing to us. And it's being shot. I mean, people involved are like Howie Mandel, you know, and there's like just so many other people that are based. This is a green-lit show about that. It has 4 Black queer people on it. And it's a talk show. Yeah, it's called The House. It was picked up by Fox Soul. So you can go to Fox Soul on YouTube and watch all of season 1. They're getting ready. They have 3 episodes left for season 2. But she was saying these things like, there are Black people out here and they're doing things. So I love that, because I love to encourage Black people, especially young Black people that watch us, that want to do what we do. I want them to know, sweetheart, you full well, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. I'm not the type of person where I like to slam doors or hide things. Now I charge for my knowledge, but but once you pay my fee, then I give you my knowledge and I stay up with you and I help you through and this and that. So yeah, it's just glad that you are also being well received out there. And you said you've been out there 6 years?
Yeah, we're going on 6 years now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. What do you like to do for fun in Hollywood? Because get this, the reason why I ask this is because I see some people when they have fun, they're always like, it's like a sky deck, they're drinking, on a sky, it's always like a sky deck. And I don't really like heights, but I can tolerate them. But that's all that I seem to be, drinking and sky deck and day parties. That's usually what I see.
Yes. No, so I mean, well, first of all, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't have to. It's funny, I don't have to go out like and take shots and like go to brunch. I love brunch. I love to eat though, so that's another thing. But I don't have to go to like the happy hours and stuff like that. I'm not a big clubber either because I am a dancer, and like a lot of music that we listen to in the club is like the same thing that we hear all the time, and people also don't really dance like that. Like they be sitting there, everybody's too cool, whatever. There are some dancers, but also don't want to get dressed up just to go sweat. Like I don't want to do that. So, I'll go out every once in a while, just like to kind of see what's going on. And like, sometimes you need a little ratchet music sometimes, you need that. Yeah. But I like to do things like, I like to find, there's so many free things to do out here. I just like to explore. Yeah. Speaking of heights, I did go skydiving in March, but that's not something I would do all the time. But I did that. But
that must have been your Puerto Rican side, because that ain't the black side.
Right. You know what? You're right. Probably so. But because nobody else wanted to go. But anyway. But no. So there's like food festivals that happen. I found something on Eventbrite that was like a donut festival. Just go and try different donuts like for free. Like it's crazy. Like there's so many things you can do. There's like outdoor movies that you can watch. Just different adventures. I mean, I can't really think of many right now, but there's like, I just like to explore things, I guess. There's so much more than the club though. There's an area here, I'm sure you've been here, in WeHo. And it's like,
I've never been.
Never been yet?
I've never been.
Okay, you have to, and please let me know when you do, because I got the food spots for you. But yeah, there's an area called West Hollywood, and that's like where
I have friends.
There you go.
I got friends there.
There you go. So West Hollywood, aka WeHo, and it's just basically like the whole strip is like just lit, like it's just bars and clubs. It's fun, but people do that like all day, almost every day and every weekend, and it's just like a lot,
See, I'm not like I said, I turned 40 in September. Okay. So I'm not really a club person. I don't like to be in the dark. I'm a light. So I don't like to, I'm not, and then I don't drink at all. I don't smoke. I don't eat red meat. I've been celibate for 10 years. Like, there's just a whole lot of, this bitch is a career bitch and she's got to have it. That's what she is. She is a very driven, very motivated career bitch. That's what she. I love that. Face, but look at your face. You like, oh my god. But yeah,
no, I've never smoked in my life, so I get it. I don't meet a lot of people who say that. That's why I'm really like surprised. So I've never smoked in my life. I've had drinks before, but I don't enjoy getting drunk. So it's like I like last night I had some friends that were drinking. I'm like, I have my lemonade. Like it's fine. My sparkling water. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fine. But no, I also like to curate my own things. Like I love to have cookouts. I love to bring our people together, mostly Black people. But I don't mind having other people. But I like to have us a space where we can like share energy and like connect and just have a good time. So I do that often. I have people over. I'm always when I have seasons, I decorate the house. Like it's Christmas season. I love Christmas, by the way. Yeah. Halloween, like I'll make the house really cute, invite people over, make little snacks. Like I'll do things like that. So those are my things that I do. I'm thinking about, I'm probably gonna do a Juneteenth cookout.
Yeah.
I think that's next weekend. I need to plan that soon. So, but yeah, I like to do my own thing.
So, how do your parents take to having a baby who's in Hollywood and doing his thing?
My parents, I just spoke to my father like before we called actually, or before this, and we're super close. They're still together. They're living their best lives.
Yes.
We have a great relationship. I talk to them. I talk to my mom every day. My dad's like not really a phone guy, but I talk maybe every other day, every 2 days. But they check in on me. They're super proud of me. They did not support all the way at first, and only because when I first came to LA, I was coming out here to dance. Like, I'm gonna chase my dreams as a dancer, you know? And you know, they're old school. They were just like, I mean, but is that gonna make you money? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yeah, so I'm like, believe in me. So they also didn't see me dance at first. So I was shy growing up, believe it or not. When I got to college, I started dancing, and it was like, dance, like what? So when they came to my show, they were just like blown away. They were like, oh, you're really good. Like, we had no idea. Like, it took them like a year. That I think we had a showcase every semester, but they came like maybe like a year, like my sophomore year, and they were just like, we were blown away. We're so proud of you, and like, you know, I used to run track. I was like, I'm also athletic. So growing up, I played basketball. Yeah. I did football for a while. I didn't like it. It's too physical. I did baseball for a little while, but basketball, I played basketball. I can still play basketball, which a lot of people don't know. So I do that, and then I started running track, and I was really good. So when I got to college, you know, I was, you know, my school went to state in like in high school. Yeah. When I got to college, there was fast. I was like, oh, this is a whole nother level. Like, I don't know about this. So I ended up not doing track anymore, and I started dancing. And once they saw me dance, they started supporting me. My artwork, they support that. But yeah, the fact that I moved out here, they were like, you know what? We're very proud of you. You're very courageous. We don't know if we could ever do that. You know, you moved across the country by yourself, and you are making it happen. Like, you're still out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go back home, and sometimes they have to, and it's fine. But no, for me, there was no other option. Like, I'll go home to visit, and then on top of that, my parents are like, I like me too. Like, my parents are moving to Hawaii at the end of the month, so I can't keep up with them either. You know what I'm saying? So you know, they're a great example. They really give me a lot of like wisdom and like, you know, things that I should do, even like for money, like financially, like how I should like manage my money, things I should invest. My dad's talking to me about investments. I'm like, investments, like what? But he's right. You know what I mean? I don't like numbers like that. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's right. And I've been learning on ways to, you know, on like, you know, getting your LLCs and like how to like write things off and how to get that stuff back and, you know, put money, you know, here. So I've been learning a lot. Like, out here is like the best move that I've made, to be honest, for me and my career. And my parents are amazing, and they're the biggest support systems that I have. So I really appreciate it.
Are you an only child? Because the way you're speaking, it's just like
I am not. I'm the middle child, but I'm the favorite.
So here we go. I knew, like, because you were speaking like it was only you.
Okay, so I'm the middle. I have a younger brother. He's just 4 years behind me, and I have I actually have two older sisters. I was only raised with one of them. Okay. My parents both had a daughter when they met, and I was raised with my mother's daughter. She's like 8 years older than me though. So she's 40. Yeah. Or she's going to be 40 soon. But they don't do the things that I'm doing. My brother is like a businessman. He's a business major. He's like, you know, investing in things. He's doing really well. But as far as the artist and the person who like jumps out to do things, that was me. And yeah, I'm just the one that you're gonna see on TV. That's, you know, there's always one, right? And I'm the outgoing one. I'm like the one that the family always calls. I'm like the glue a little bit. So on top of that, my sister and brother are 12 years apart. So it's like I'm literally in the middle. Like I bridge that, you know what I mean? So yeah. So I'm not the only child, but you know, the favorite.
That's so fun. It's so fun. So like when you are in the gym these days, what kind of workouts are you doing?
So
you got a body on you. I was looking at this page here for DragCon. You got a body on you. You got these. And you
listen. So I've always worked out. Like I've always been athletic, like I told you. Right. But you know, the pandemic came, and y'all know we all gained some weight.
Yeah, we did. I'm still looking at it.
Listen, I had never done that, but I gained maybe like, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. Maybe. Yeah, I think it was that. And it was a lot for me. I was just like, I wasn't like, but it was even. I was like just thicker. Yeah. But I didn't like it.
Nope.
I was like, I was like, I don't like that. You know, I wasn't dancing because I stopped dancing. Dancing studios closed out here for like a year and a half. Yeah. So that was I didn't realize how much of cardio and stuff that was doing for me. So, and I tried the online classes, but it's not the same. Like you dancing and you got to stop in that type of question. Like, hey, what was this move? You can't do that. So, got back in the gym, and I know what to do. Like I'm really good at like, because my minor in school was health.
Yeah.
So I know what to do for that. I used to train people. I actually am a trainer here too on the side, like one of my many jobs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the gym. I'm doing I do like upper body day. I do abs all the time just because your abs are stronger than you think. You have to do a little extra work. But 80% of it is your diet.
Yeah.
So they say abs are made in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
I had to change, and I love food. So dieting, I never want to just diet because I want to live my best life. But when you're trying to get to where you're trying to get, you have to I can sacrifice for 2 months. I can do that. So what I actually did was cut out sugar.
Uh-huh.
Cut out, which I love. I love cake. I
I love
love
cake.
cake. Not a candy person.
I'm a candy person. Yeah.
Cake and cookies. I don't do candy like that no more. When I was little, I used to. But cake. So I cut out sugar, which is hard for me. I cut out dairy because I love cheese.
Me too.
And I cut out salt, added salt, and bread. And I did that for 2 months. And as I was working out and literally snapped back, like I snapped back in like maybe a month, but I was like, let me do another month. I can keep going. But no, I'm back to eating my sugar and stuff like that. I just wanted to kind of get myself, ahead. But I eat it in moderation. I'm very disciplined. So I can eat in moderation and I can like not have that piece of cake. You know what I mean? But I'm making sure that I hit that gym. If it's at 1:30 in the morning, I'll go because I need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus, then out here, like you gotta be ready. Like if somebody like, hey, I need you for this role. You ready? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I don't got to go through my training thing. I mean, if you need me to, but I don't need to go to training and lose 5 to 10 pounds because I'm there. I want to be ready. When
They say, there's a famous viral quote. I forget who says it, but if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I think it's Iyanla Vanzant. Yeah, but it's if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
There you go.
Yeah.
And see, my dad tells me that, so I thought that was his quote. But thank you for that. Thank you, because that's true. I live by that because I want to. When I go places, I'm the product already. I want you to see me in that role, see me for this, whatever you need me, because I'm already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people can like, oh, I can see this person. Just if they did this, but no, I'm the product right here, so I'm ready. So that's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps me going to the gym. I put on my little my little Cheetah Girl, my little Spice Girls playlist, and I'll be in there like, So yeah.
Well, at least I love to hear that you're having a very balanced life and experience in Hollywood because it's safe to say that you don't venture closely to the things the things and the vices that people usually get stuck in out there. You're like, no, I didn't come out here to disappoint my parents and have them have to come get me. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
No, I don't do. I don't, and I see it. I'm really good at. I've always been like that. I've always been. I've never been like. I don't want to say like follower is such like a strong word. I've never been like it's not hard to make impressions on me. Like when people like they can't persuade me to do anything that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I've always been my own person. I've always been, and even younger, like with my younger brother, I've always been like protecting him. Like if I see somebody, like I'm that person. I stand up for people, even if I don't know you and I see you being taken advantage of. I'm like, hey, don't do that. Come on, like I'm that person. I'm the voice, and I don't have a problem with that. But so no, when I have people that like drink around me, that they smoke their weed or the other things. I don't gotta do that. I'm like, okay, well, y'all do that. Y'all have fun. I'll be over here, and they respect it. They keep it to themselves. Some of my friends that do that, I didn't know that they did that unless I just happened to see it, or you know what I'm saying. So, I'm just focused on what I want to do, and there's such like a better life that we can be living. Like I was talking to my dad earlier, as like he was just like, as like Black people, everybody doesn't know how to keep the money, like how to make money while you're sleeping. That's his thing. We're so used to like the conventional working 9 to 5, like working paycheck to paycheck, and that's where you get stuck. You know what I mean? You can't live a quality of life doing that. So you have to just think outside the box, and you have to like discipline yourself and get there. Do what you need to do now, and then like when I'm 30, 35 or 40, I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life now, to be honest, but it's still hard work. But I just thank my parents for instilling that in me, because I a lot of my friends don't have that, and I really appreciate it. So yeah.
Are you a person that likes pets?
Yes, I have a dog. I have a little teacup Yorkie. He's
Oh,
he's up here laying down. His ears are up, so he's listening to me. But like
oh,
this big.
yeah.
His
Yeah.
name is Baha. So
Uh-huh. Oh, that's so cute. No, because what I like to hear is I know you're younger than me at 40. It took me a long time to get this way to where I was more disciplined and more, I was always a people pleaser. So I
yeah.
had to learn how to drop that. And once I learned how to drop that, and that took me a long time, I want to say till I was like 33.
Mhm.
Once I learned how to drop that, then I started to be able to self-care adequately for myself. And
Got it.
you know, I've had 15 years of therapy. You know, I live with mental illness.
Oh,
Yeah, mental illness. I live with bipolar 1, PTSD, and acute anxiety disorder. So yeah, but on top of that, I'm an artist and I'm a genius. like there's no other way to say it. I'm a genius. So that's why I started this. I mean, before this, I went viral on Instagram 6 years ago. I made 22,000 originally scripted 60-second videos.
wow.
They awarded me my blue check. I didn't even have to apply. Yeah, it kind of was just handed to me in 2018. That was my breakout year because I amassed 21 million likes. Before I left Instagram, because I'm kind of doing TikTok now, I'm blowing up on TikTok, but I kind of left Instagram alone because they were disciplining a lot of Black creators and allowing our counterparts to do the same thing or steal content, but they couldn't steal mine because, like you said, LLCs are important
Exactly.
as our trademarks and copyrights.
The
So
more you know.
yeah, the more you know, the more you glow.
There you go.
I did that and it was really great. Now, I think before with December, 70 million people a year see my content I did for Instagram, and I'm not even there anymore. Like
Yeah.
I kind of just run in the DMs, take a look at what everybody's doing and go, oh, he's cute. Oh, look at what he's doing. And then shoot him a message. I'd love to interview you. That's what I did to you.
Love that. Love
Yeah,
that.
that's what I do now. But I'm like really blazing on TikTok right now. Like TikTok I'm forging all new content. This is all new.
Okay.
This ain't even content from Instagram. This is all new content originally made for TikTok. And the funny thing is, I shut off the ability to be able to download me. No, you got to come to this app. You
There
want
you
to
go.
see me, you come to this app. Yeah, but I own everything I write, everything I present. It is flawless. And it's crazy because I've actually met a lot of actresses. One of my great actresses, she was in Barbershop back in the day, and her name is Cassandra Lewis. She's a big sister to me and I absolutely love her. She sent me, like, she knows me, so she sent me like teas because I like to luxuriate. I like to rest when I'm not working because I'm working all the time. I often say what everybody else says, that's an entrepreneur. I work 100 hours a week, so I don't have to work 40 for someone else. So I'm always working. I literally sleep with 2 laptops and 2 phones because I'm literally running my empire. So I love why I brought up Cassandra is this is courtesy of Cassandra. And yes, and then and it's human. And then what she does is, like I said, I like to luxuriate. So she sent me teas and I started crying because for the first time in my life, I brewed hot water, dropped a ball in it. It became a flower.
Oh, wow.
Exfurled and exfoliated in the tea. And I drank its essence. You talking about luxury. It was
Wow.
a freaking flower. I think it's called Tea Blooms. Teablooms.com. And
Okay.
literally you get them and they're flowers and they're the tea, the leaves and the flower, and you actually drink the essence of it as it diffuses into the hot water.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
Looking that up.
Okay. Like I was so geeked out about it. I had never seen anything like that. And my grandmother, like I started crying. My grandmother was like, baby, you've worked so hard for 20 years. This is time for you to live your best life. You're turning 40. This is time. It's time for you to enjoy luxury because I've been working. And I was one of those people where I shied away from Hollywood because I need to own, like listen to what I'm saying. Not I have to own. I need to own everything I create. Like it's a need for me. Like I can't do it any other way. I won't do it any other way. So, you know, I didn't fit the Hollywood mold, even though now I'm interviewing Hollywood stars and I'm meeting them and I have lots of celebrity friends, but I have them because I stuck and stayed true to my business model, my career model, and started glowing out here. And they came to me. So it's really good that you're out there. And I love that when you say, because I'm looking and you have it all. It's like cartoonist, dancer, actor, foodie, creative. And I love how you say it's pen magic.
Yes.
What is that? What is that? Tell me about that.
So I love like enamel pins, like to put on like your jackets and stuff. And 2020, I was like, why not make my own? Like you know, I can't find what I want. Like I'm literally an artist. I can just make my own.
Yeah.
So I started making pins and I threw it up on my website and I also threw it up on Etsy.
Yeah.
Because Etsy has their own like audience.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just start there. And I'm only gonna be on there for a little while. Until I get, you know, my audience, you know, now I'm moving to my website. You gotta buy
Yeah, me too. I did that with this.
You know? Yeah. So using that platform to get to my platform. But yeah, I started making pins. I'm super into the 90s. 90s to me is like the best era. So I'm a big movie person, TV. So 90s TV, like I love to do things like that. So I started making pins and people started buying them. And it could be like I wake up and they're like, oh, you got 2 sales today. Or, you know, you have 4. Like, you know, and I just gotta pack it up and like send it to the post office. Like, you know, so it's like a little small business that I do. I don't really promote it as much as I should. I'll probably do it later, but yeah, it's there.
You're very good at them. They're beautiful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Stay woke. I see your Yorkie.
Yes.
Maxine Waters. Like I see, like they're all different too. They're different shapes and you make them.
Yeah, and see, now what I do, I'll draw them and I'll have them like made by like a manufacturer.
Sweetie, we know how business goes.
Okay.
I'm like, you
design
it and then you send it off to be, yeah.
Now the ones that are the circle ones, I hand make those.
Yeah.
With the glass on it, like my dog and stuff. So those are handmade. But yeah, I do that and
Ninja Turtles.
Yep. Yeah. Now see, that's another reason I want to get the LLC because I'm spending money on sending these over like seas and getting them shipped. That's money.
Yep, it is.
And I need to write this off.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
so now that I have that, like I figured it out. I'm kind of figuring things out and I can do more, you know what I mean? I also started doing like branding for companies, like their logos and like their page look, their aesthetic, their email signatures, like all this stuff like that. Pins, like I started doing packages like that in 2020 because everybody was starting businesses. So it's perfect. I had friends that were like, I'm gonna start a makeup line, or I'm starting, who else? One of my friends was doing like workout classes. Yeah. I did all their stuff for them. Yeah. Some of them used it, some of them didn't, but they still paid me, so it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, so I do all that stuff. Anything art related, I think I was trying to find a name to like house everything that I do because it's so hard. That's why I have artists on there. I think I'm gonna put Creative Powerhouse. Yeah. If I haven't, I think I already put it on there actually, but I think I'm going to just call myself a creative powerhouse. So I can do everything. You know what I mean?
I was going to say you do everything and the best of the best do.
Yes.
The best of the best do. You got to know how to do everything. You want to keep as much of your money in your pocket as possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I sleep with 2 laptops because I'm always graphic design. I'm the photographer. I'm the writer. I'm the performer. I'm the, I do everything. I'm the designer, I'll turn around. I'm the stylist. I put the clothes together. Like I do all of that. I do the makeup. I do the hair.
You did good work. You did good work. I checked it out.
Oh, you did? Oh, you was like, let me see who this bitch is that's asking to interview me.
Listen, I appreciate it. First of all, you were Black, so I was like, yes. And I was like, let me just check her out.
Well, that can't always be good because every Black person isn't good, and every white person isn't bad.
That's true. But I know that a lot of people are doing podcasts, and they are just trying to get people to come on. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, let me see who this is. I'm like, oh, you're talented. The voice is ridiculous.
Thank you.
So I was like, yes, please. I will do this, and I will look for. I love meeting new people too. So We're friends now, by the way. So.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I was going to tell you. I usually don't ask this question. I usually don't even go into this question because it's really none of our business. And I'm just prefacing it because, you're in Hollywood, so you can say what you want to say. But I noticed that when I went to your page, hold on, where is it? The It's Pin Magic, the third picture with the buttons there, I see a beautiful band on you.
Yes.
A very beautiful band.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it to you this way. Do you want to talk about it or not? Because it just is so beautiful.
Absolutely.
So why is that band there?
Well, let me see, 2021, right when the ball dropped at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
New Year's Day, I got engaged.
Oh.
So, I just
yeah.
Okay. But,
congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got engaged. We've been together for a little over 3 years. Engaged for almost like this December will be 2 years actually.
Yeah.
So it was like a huge announcement or whatever, because like I said, it was yet. It was 2020. I think like the pandemic was still happening. We're like, what's gonna happen? Like, can we even have people to come together for a wedding? Whatever. You can be engaged. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like whatever. We can do our careers.
Yeah, you can write your own ticket.
Yeah, so it's fine. I mean, I'm not in a rush to celebrate this for somebody else anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we're fine. We're good. So but definitely engaged. We met here in LA. He's actually from Jersey, which is interesting because I'm from New York, but we didn't know each other back then. But two different lives. But he's actually a photographer.
Yeah.
So but yeah, we're doing great. He's amazing. He actually just his photo got featured in Vogue yesterday.
Congratulations, because that's very hard to do. If the photo doesn't say Testino on it, you ain't getting in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I come from fashion. So I'm like, I was in Paris as a 22-year-old model. So if it don't say Testino on it, you ain't getting in there. So
yeah. So
that's a big deal.
But yeah, it was a big deal. We just woke up to that, so that's amazing. So I'm very proud of him, very encouraging him to do whatever he wants to do art-wise, because he wasn't an artist. At first, he was into hospitality, so he was managing restaurants.
Yeah.
He's more of into like the mixology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is how he's also the second half of Good Food Gurus.
Yeah.
On my food page.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so we share that. He does more so with like the mixology stuff, and we come together to do that. So and even that's taken off. That's restaurants are now reaching out and emailing us like, hey, like we have a grand opening. Can you come and experience this? Just went like on Friday to one. It was amazing. Like I don't know. So I'm just doing different avenues.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good that we have something to do together as well, because we're in two different worlds. We're in a similar world now because of photography, but like for us to come together with food, it's amazing. So we also do a charity. I don't know if you saw that, but our Good Food Gurus has a charity that we do for the holidays every year. Well, it's only been 2 years. We just started in 2020, but every Christmas, which I love, we do a charity where we raise money for the homeless in LA. So we are connected with 2 homeless shelters and the LGBT Center of Hollywood, and we they like know us, and we ask them what they needed, because everybody brings them cans and jackets and blankets, but they need more than that. They need tampons, they need toothpaste, they need shampoo, chapstick. So got a list of them of what they needed, and we raised about $800 the first year, and put together these 200 little bags of just goodies, water, snacks, the stuff that they asked for. And then Uba Tuba, an acai place, donated 200 acai bowls to us. Wow. Last year we did it. This girl donated loaves of bread, 200 loaves of her keto bread.
Wow.
Also Aura's hair care. I connected with them. They gave me hair products to get. I'm like, this is getting bigger every year. So this year.
You know what? No, I just said, you know what? You can continue this year.
No. This year is going to be even bigger. I expect it to be. And it's funny because, you started off and people are like, oh, that's a great cause. Like, we want to help, and some help, some don't. It sounds good saying it. But when it comes time to do it, it's like, hey, like, can you help us pack the bags? And I make it cute. I turn on the Christmas music. We have hot chocolate. We just pack in the bag. It's cute. But, it's only a few people that show up. But it's fine. The people that show up, or the people who are supposed to be here. So,
Yeah.
and we go and deliver it on December 23rd.
Yeah.
And then, you know, because of course we got to go back East Coast for Christmas. So, you know, I can't have a Hollywood Christmas. Like warm Christmas is just weird. But so yeah, so we do that, and it's been amazing. Like I love giving back for Christmas. I love everything about it. And this year would be even bigger. So I'll definitely, if you want to be involved somehow, like I'll definitely send it to you this year. It's so good.
Oh,
So yeah.
you know what I love? That now it makes sense because I sense a level of maturity and I sense a level of support that most people that I speak to from Hollywood don't have. You and what I hear is, yes, you're artistic, but you have a real life.
Yeah.
Something that you've built to be stable.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your birth sign?
I'm an Aries.
Ah, that's why. That's why. Every Aries that I know is the same way. I'm a Libra, so we kind of balance each other. The opposite,
Okay.
yeah, the opposite of Libra is Aries. We're
I'm
kind
a
of
Libra.
yeah, you're kind of the fire and we're the oxygen. So you need us, we need you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of that. One of my neighbors here in Philadelphia, because that's where I am, right across. She's a full-time influencer, doing her thing, blazing her trail, making over 6 figures a year. Yeah, I know. I don't know how she did it. I don't ask either. I'm just her husband. He works for BET and several other people. He is a DP, so he's always producing things and traveling and flying and always in New York, always in LA, taking pictures, doing all kinds of stuff, video work. Yeah, they're right here in Philly. Like it's just
love that.
Yeah, it's just so funny. They fly everywhere. Going
Yeah.
everywhere. So now it's just a level of maturity that I see. And I say that because, you know, it took me a long time to achieve this level of maturity and stability. You know, I had a lot of rockiness in my life with mental illness and things. I always displayed artistic brilliance, but if you don't have support or know how to, like you said, self-care, that brilliance is not going to shine the way it should. It's going to, you know, be deflected or blocked by whatever vice or problem is in the way. So it took me many years. I've had, like I said, 15 years of therapy to learn how to manage myself. And I have not been hospitalized in 15 years. I have therapy. I have had therapy for 15 years. I had therapy this morning and she was like, and it's so funny because nowadays, when my therapist calls, because, you know, COVID, I told them I'm not coming back in. You're going to call me over the phone. I don't care. You're going to call me because I know what I do and you're not going to kill me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you can't afford the lawsuit because if I go, my grandmother will sue you. She will own this place. So they agreed and we do it over the phone. And she said to me today, she's like, is there anything you want to talk about? Because I'm always, you know, she watches, they pay attention. I'm like one of their success stories. They've never seen anybody take and start at the bottom on government assistance and rise to where I've risen. So they're like, is there anything you want to talk about? And when I say no, we end our session and the session's like 10 minutes. They still bill me. But yeah, the session would be like 10 minutes. Like today, she was like, oh, well, I guess I'll talk to you next week. Same time. I'm like, okay. You know, but it's nice when you have the stability that you've always needed. You know, like you've always wanted, you've always needed. Like it allowed me to be able to make the steps and do what I needed to do. And, you know, like I said, I'm doing stuff for major television TV shows and things and major networks. And they're coming to me and they're like, oh no, you control the narrative. You do it your way. You know, we don't want it our way. We want it your way, you know, and that's a blessing. But I think I got that way because I just kept adamantly saying, I'm not going to work for you. I'm not for you. I kept saying, no, if you want me, you're going to come to me. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm very fortunate because it doesn't always happen.
Right.
But my goals are not Hollywood. I'm actually, like I said, I loved Paris. I went when I was 22. I want to move my whole career to France. And I've been working on it. I got to be able to afford it. I got friends there that tell me all the time, bitch, you don't need to be able to afford it. Just come, you'll get the money. It'll be easy for you. You got all this talent and all of these things that you actually own. So come, music.
You're not wrong.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
Yeah.
But my
That's what I did out here. I mean, a lot of people out here were like, oh, like how much money is enough money to move to you know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's no
amount. On my face, because I'm like, there is no enough. Like, for me, I'm like, what? But that's the Aries and Libra thing. I'm just like, no, there's never enough. No.
Yeah. You just gotta do it. I mean, I think I know for sure you'll be amazing there. I'm actually going for the first time in September.
You'll love it. It's my birthday. You'll love it.
So please send me recommendations if you have it.
I will. Yeah, I can recommend right now. The funny thing is that I did not want to go where tourists went.
Okay.
I wanted to go where, the Parisian people did. And one of my favorite spots is right in the center of Paris. It's near the Louvre, all of that. It's the Garden Tuileries. It's a huge garden in the center of Paris. It's right next to the Louvre where the Mona Lisa is. And I mean, when you explore this park, follow it, because there are parts of this park that are reminiscent of Austria. If you remember The Sound of Music, where it was shot in Austria, Vienna, and all of that, what happens is there's this like path, and there's all these trees that line the path. And you just turn in one direction and you look in the other direction. And it's so beautiful. You feel so small.
Oh, wow.
So sick, but so significant at the same time. It's so beautiful. And a lot of people in the French, people say, oh, the French are, they're nasty, they're ornery. No, honey. You just have to have a reason for being there. They don't like idle hands. What do you do? That's the point. What do you do? What are you doing? And then once they determine that you're doing something, it's like, oh, come do this, come do that, come do this. I have friends there. I'm trying to think, a lot of my friends now are so famous. I think because there was somebody I could have connected you with, but I think she's on tour with a show. She signed on for 2 years to do this tour around Europe. She's an actress. So, but she's also a fashion guru. She's not even really transgender. It's just that she's like me. She lives two-spirited. I'm not transgender. I'm a transillusionist.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, cross-dresser. So she does the same thing, but she's won medals from the Queen of England for her fashion. And she was a television presenter in Paris and France, all of France, and now she's acting, and she signed on that. I think this is like some kind of play or something like that, and they're traveling all over, so she might not be there. Oh, let me see, pick him up. He's a real little one.
He is.
Bye, Solito. I love animals. When I was in college, I was going to be a veterinarian.
Aww.
I love animals. I can tell you anything about breeds. I can tell you a lot of things about disposition, with him being a terrier. I can tell you his nature. Yeah, like I know not.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's kind of funny because my friends used to be like, why do you do that? Because we'd be in New York, and New York is a great place to see people walking their dogs because all kinds of breeds are represented. So when I walk up and I'm like, oh, I love your Afghan or your Rhodesian Ridgeback, and they look at me like, first of all, they see this, so they like, how do you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, and it's a conversation piece. Oh, I love your Afghan hair is wonderful. Who does her hair? And they're looking at me like, because I'm calling names. I'm calling breeds. Right. Yeah. So I love it too. I still do it. Everywhere I go. I'm just like, oh, I love your Afghan picture. And they're like, okay. It's a conversation piece.
It is.
It's an icebreaker. Because then they're like, they're like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, well, actually, I'm an entertainer.
Right. The long list.
Right. I've done a lot in my life, but it's so fun. Like when I get to meet new people, because like what we're doing right now, like I say, I always tell people, these are conversations. They're not really interviews. I say interviews, but it kind of gets your mind prepped, and then we throw that out the window. It's kind of like a talking situation.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Yeah. So tell me, I touched the pen business, pen magic. Hold on one second. And go back. Tell me about, like, you already did the food thing, good food gurus. Let me see. There's a link tree here. Let me see. I'm just all up in your business.
Yeah, I guess it's there.
Celebrity articles. Yeah. Okay. So wait, are these articles written about you, or are you writing them about other artists?
They're about me.
Yeah. So you're getting press.
Yeah.
Listen to you. You're so humble. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, soon. I will. Yeah. I mean, some people, they reached out. Actually, the pin picture that you saw, they took that. That was pretty cool. That it's called, I think, New Influencer. I forgot what it was called, but it was really good. It was really nice. But yeah, getting a little bit of press, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm so
So
happy. I'm so happy we met.
I know, me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
I'm so happy we
Oh, my
met.
shirt. This is one of my merches for
Yeah,
my
let me see, let me
comic book.
see.
My comic book.
Yes. See, you do a lot of things, comics, everything.
So I'm working on a black and brown
Yes.
based superhero comic book or
Yeah.
cartoon. I don't have
Yeah.
a team for a cartoon right now for like the
Yeah.
animation, but that's the goal. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I can make a comic book on my own. I can do that. So between these auditions and these other things, I'm doing that. And it's just I actually created this when I was like in elementary school.
Wow.
So and it's funny because my parents are moving and they're like finding these old artworks and drawing. Like, look at this. I'm like, oh my God, send me that. Because
Yeah.
this when I was like, I don't know, 7 and 8, like it's just like the difference. I want to post the difference. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I've had the same idea, which is why I wanted to copyright and trademark it because I can't have it do this. I've had this since I was, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely working on that. It's much needed. We need to see the locks. We need to see the curls.
Yeah.
We need to see that stuff because I'm into superheroes and like Marvel a lot.
Yeah.
So we see like the team of white people with the token black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. As if, Black people can't be powerful. So yeah, and brown. Cause I got the Mexican, I got the mix, the Latinos in here. I got a little bit of everything. So and we have one white girl because why not? So but no, it's really good. And I haven't I made an Instagram for it. It's on my bio too called Tighten Up. You can check out. I'm just like kind of like putting out little like teasers so you can like check it out to get you interested and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing on there, and I'm currently working on that. And of course, I got the merch before I even got the whole book made. But
listen, get the coin, honey, because the coin will pay for it to get finished.
That's true. People are interested in the merch, so I'm very interested. I gotta send you one for sure. I got the hoodies. The hoodies are better.
Oh, I love hoodies. You gotta send me a hoodie. Yes, I'll wear that damn thing everywhere. Don't play with me.
Oh my God, I love it.
No, because it'll be my first thing to say, oh, well, my friend he's in Hollywood, he's a big star. He sent this to me.
The first batch, right?
Yes,
so, but no, I'm excited about it. I just love like designing things and creating things. So myself. So I'm like, why not make my own hoodie? I'm actually getting, I'm always customizing things.
Yeah.
I just looked up found somebody who makes phone cases.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that on the Pen Magic. It was like the back of a phone. Hold on. I clicked Tighten Up Comics. Hold on, let me go.
Oh
back.
yes. Love that.
I'm all on your page here.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Oh no, that's the packing. It's not the phone. That's the packing.
Oh yeah. That's just the envelopes that I sent in with the stickers. I got stickers. So when you get the pins, it's like real cute.
You are, let me tell you something. Like they said, it will never be enough money, honey.
Absolutely. No. And then all that I'm spending on that, we're writing it right off.
And are you taking the photos or your hubby?
It depends on what photos you're talking about.
Okay, for Pen Magic, all down the page. Who took these?
Oh yeah, I do those.
But I said that because it was like you're also a photographer.
Yes.
So you can also add that to your resume, like weddings, bar mitzvahs, click.
Oh yeah. I do videos too. I don't think I've posted I don't know if you see any of my reels, but I do the reels. I'm really good at those.
Oh yeah.
So even when he does photography, I'll go on his shoot and film the VTO. Transitions, little fun stuff. So I do things like that as well. So I'm really good with the iPhone. The iPhone is so powerful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It really is.
It does a lot of things we don't even know.
Yeah, it's a freak of another planet. Like it really is. So I'm just looking at the reels. And that's the thing. Like what I love is everything concerning you is so interesting. Okay, here we go. How did you make our text lime green? I was like, how did he do that? Because everything on your page is lime green. So I'm like, okay, this is his color, you know? And I'm like, okay.
More specifically, chartreuse.
Yeah, chartreuse is actually, yeah.
So yeah, it's like a thing. But no, so Instagram asked me at the very beginning, it had I think they were trying it out. It was like, hey, you could change the things on your DMs. And I literally just changed it. So now everybody's is green. But I forgot that they've been green for years. So I forgot that it was green. Yeah. It's not normally green, actually. So yeah.
That's That is so funny. I have definitely enjoyed getting to know you. You're right. We are friends now, and you have.
We are.
That's why I sent you my number and said text me.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I'll
So
be sending you some pins. I gotta send you some pins.
yes, I'll text you my address. I'll text you my address.
Yes, I will send it to you. So.
Yes, I want the hoodie.
Oh, I gotta.
Can you imagine? No, wait. Can you imagine this gorgeous girl like in the hoodie with the hair and the smiles? And I can't wait to take pictures in it. Like that's why I want it, is to take pictures in it, so I can be like, look at my friend. He's smiling.
Yes. I only made 2 so far. I'm
Yeah.
actually talking to the guy this morning about like getting another batch made, but I made 2 just trying to see how it feels, how it washes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a picture. It's like it's black tie-dye.
Yeah.
So it's really
Wow. So it's
yes.
It's
Let me hold on. Let me see if I can show you a picture of it actually.
Yeah.
So of course he's the first one. I have one and he has one. So
Of course.
let me see. Let me show you because he wears his like every day. Oh, here it is. You see it?
Oh yes, I can, and I love it.
It's got the sleeve.
Oh yes, I love it. I love him too. I saw him on your picture.
Yes. Yes.
Both of you are very beautiful.
Yes, but I will definitely send you that. So you'll have one of the first.
Oh my God. So, okay. This has been too much fun. I forgot I forgot what we were doing here. I'm like, oh, okay. This is the phone conversation. This is the phone, like we really are. We talk about money. We talk about dogs, and this thing is just being recorded. It's just reeling. It's just going and going and going.
Yep.
So give me 3 words that inspire and empower you.
Ooh. Let's see. Definitely kindness.
Yes.
I feel like you just always be kind. Like I super advocate of that. Treat people how you want to be treated. If you see somebody being mistreated, speak up.
Yes.
And plus honestly, you get a lot for being kind. If you just say it in a different way, you get that. I would say perseverance.
Yes.
Because I never stop. Like nothing's gonna. I can't be. So keep going. I know it gets hard, and this is for people who are probably trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
It gets hard, and things may be stacked against you, but just keep going. Because I've met a lot of people who I met out here when I first moved here. They're no longer out here. They didn't make it, but it got easier. After like I think year 3, it gets easier because people, Demetre, he's been here like out of sight, out of mind. So you keep seeing these people, you're like, oh, like let me hit him up for a role. Like let me hit him up, And let me see the last one. Let me see. This is a good question.
I asked everyone.
Yeah, I would say that I live by.
Or that inspires you.
That inspires me. I would say it's more than one word, but I would say self-care. Like you have to take care of yourself, and you cannot lose yourself. And that's just more than just physically. That's mentally.
Yeah, emotionally. Yeah.
You have to give yourself time to rest, and you have to say no sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember you said earlier, you used to say yes a lot. I did too. And I used to overbook myself. I used to not even overbook myself, but like back to back, like, oh, like this ends at 3, but I'm starting at 3:15. Like, where's my time between?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, or like I used to have a thing of like, okay, like I use the calendar because I'm sure you do too. Google Calendar is like my best friend, but I see, I'm off on Tuesday.
Yeah. I
could put something else there. No, don't put anything there.
Don't put anything there.
I want to sit on the couch and watch some Judge Judy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So, but I think that really inspires me. Put yourself first.
Yes.
Of course, think of others, but you can't help others if you don't help yourself.
That's
true.
What I'm saying? That's true.
So pour into others. You don't want to be empty. Pour into others.
Yeah.
So
my grandmother.
I think
my grandmother, she read something to me last night, and it said, to the pessimist and the optimist, it was like, it was basically saying, while you're arguing about whether the glass is half empty or half full, I drank it. Sign the opportunist.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Yeah. It was like, while you're arguing whether the glass is half empty or half full, I drank it. Sign. the opportunist. It's not a bad thing
Wow.
to be an opportunist. It's not. It's not a bad thing, especially when you are a fully formed human being and you have kindness, like you said, and self-care and self-love and balance and all of these
Mhm.
great things that make people great. Like I want to say thank you for coming on, because I have this push in my life. I've gotten rid of all negativity, and most of my negativity was had two legs. So
Yeah.
I just did a whole spring cleaning. Many of my family members went. I take my world wherever I go.
Yep.
I create my world wherever I go. So I need certain things around me. And there are some people that can get to me with a text message, and there are some people that could never get to me with a text message.
Yeah.
And get it. And I'll say this here because they're gonna watch. And I see every text message that comes into one of my two phones.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not you get a response or not.
There you go.
Now the thing is, if I love you and I'm busy, I'll tell you, I'm going to read this in a little while.
Yeah.
I'm too busy right now, gotta do what I gotta do. Busy being a castrating career bitch. But, once I'm done, I'll catch up on whatever it is you're trying to send me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You create your world.
Yeah. I mean, you have that power. I was telling somebody the other day, another friend, like, if you're in a situation, you don't have to be there. You literally can you have so much power over that. You can just remove yourself.
Yeah.
You cannot talk to them. You can just literally, it's your power, And I think that's once you find like that power, you're so powerful to do anything you want to.
And that's what it is. I found that power. I know how, first, I get it. When I notice someone has poor behavioral problems, first thing I do is remove myself. It's like like literally being a Libra, I suck all the air out of the room.
Yep. Respectfully.
Yep. 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 I suck all the air right out of the room. No, I'm not here. And then they're like, and then they stop because now you no longer have the audience you desire.
Yep. Your power.
Mm-hmm. I thank you so much for talking to me. This is going to be great. I can't wait for others to see how we just sat and got to know each other.
I think this should be a thing. I would just love to just talk to you.
Yeah, you have my phone number. We won't have to record everything.
Yeah.
And my phone does have FaceTime. So,
I love this.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. I
did too. I appreciate it for having me.
Listen, before we go, I tried out my new silver bra today. It was really good. Tell everyone where, now mind you, I'm going to put everything under the description section, but tell everyone where they can find you on social media. Tell them all.
Yes. So I'm mainly I'm on everything. I'm on Instagram, your.royal.freshness.
Yeah.
In my bio, you can find everything.
Everything.
Sites. Yeah, I've linked everything. I didn't want to make it hard for you to find me.
Yeah.
You can reach me. My emails are in there. I also have a Twitter, Demetre Cartier. I have a TikTok, Demetre X Cartier, which I'm going to start using more because TikTok is...
It's the thing.
Yes.
It's the thing.
So working on that. But yeah, you can find on my other pages, my Tighten Up comic book. You can find my Pen Magic, my Good Food Gurus. Check out Where to Eat in LA and other places because we do travel. Yeah. So, but no, everything's in my bio. So go to Your Royal Freshness, my website, DemetreDurham.com, all that stuff. So.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm going to put every link, every
single thank you so much.
Single link in the link tree. They're going to get every single link. It's just going to do. So
I appreciate it.
Thank
you. Make it easy, right? People like it to be easy.
But get it, you got to make it easy because the public these days, they have a very short attention span. So they got to get it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they got to get it quick. So,
yes.
Thank you so much. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of Mr. Your Royal Freshness, Demetre Durham. Yes. And what's so funny? The name Demetre, I was joking with you before the camera came on. I said, who's Russian? Demetre. I'm like, who's Demetre? Okay, who's Russian?
Yes.
But yeah.
And the way it's spelled is actually Greek.
Yeah, I know. You got a lot of stuff going on with you.
Exactly.
You're nice and swirly.
Yes.
Like Wendy Williams says, you're swirly.
Miss her.
Yes, I do too. That's a whole other conversation because first I'm gonna see, look what you did. I'm gonna just say this. There's no reason that a woman that has over 30 plus years in broadcasting should not be able to access her own money that she put in her bank. That's all I'm gonna say on it. You can respond, but that's all I'm gonna say.
I agree.
I don't care what. That's her money. Yeah. You're gonna get me upset. Look, you said something, and I'm just like, no, that's her money. Okay, like I want that to be known. That's her money. The person that exposed her, I don't like him anyway. Her, whoever, whatever. We have history. So yeah. Okay. We'll talk about that later.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings, because we're talking like we're talking on the phone, okay? Your royal freshness, flyness, Mr. Demetre Durham. Okay, say goodbye to the people, but don't hang up.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Hold on. So did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position. Wanna show you I'm a boss. I've been given 60 seconds just to put my thing